And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Cousins again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Cousins. Oh, what a catch by Hockenson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he stopped immediately there. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins. He'll dump this off to Cook.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain. I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow, he's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Burrow going for it on 4th. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Burrow. Flush to his right. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, 33 yards. And the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. X-0 game. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run it again with Cook. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss. Well, they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot, and they dialed up the pressure and got to him.
And here's Taylor on the return. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage, being the road team, going up a score.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Mixon with a first down carry. And able to work his way down to the 16. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. It connects quickly to Jamar Chase. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Burrow looking to pass. Flushed out right. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's finished off by the touchdown from Tyler Boyd. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They go play action. Cousins. And Cook has it left side. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. again, it's Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. They'll run with Cook. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. They try again with Cook. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because
now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. A bad 3rd down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field. Now that you've turned it over and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least the field goal on 4th down. Now they lose it. Now Burrow on 1st down. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And he's got some space here. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Open man is Osborne. He's got him. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
First down. Here's Cousins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To the air again, it's Cousins. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This
touchdown! K.J. Osborne, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Joseph connects on the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. This goes out wide for Mixon.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
The Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
And 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have reached halftime. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
This fielded right at the goal line. And the Bengal offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting to running.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Cousins.
Throw caught there by Osborne. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Cousins. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Cousins. And he'll find Thielen on the right side.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook.
A 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Vikings use the short field to get in for 6. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And his receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd.
He'll get it inside the 20.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 44 yards. He had 1 touchdown earlier, nearly a 2nd one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
Mixon.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Mixon again.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
McPherson now for the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Throwing is Cousins. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw complete to his receiver, Thielen.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Here's Cook again.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Cousins now. That's to Cook out of the backfield.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Cousins on 1st down.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Cousins to throw it. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. To throw, Cousins. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
Third and goal for Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. T.J. Hockenson from 3 yards out. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Joseph connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that'll get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Now Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 44-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Steps away. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Got a man, it's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on fourth down. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10. To the air again, Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down. On third down, Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. It's a gain of 13. And how about that? They're able to convert on 4th and 10.
Now, there was a time when I would have been upset at teams throwing the ball with a big lead late, but I've evolved a little bit. I've come around. Ultimately, they're looking for first downs, and if they think the air is the best place to do it, then so be it. In addition, you probably got a quarterback that's a nice bonus if he keeps completing passes. So they want to keep throwing the football? Fine by me.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Burrow, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. And McPherson on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it was Joe Burrow who took it himself for the touchdown run. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So Cousins and the Vikings down by 10, 2:09 to play. They'll have one play, maybe two, before the 2-minute warning as they've got a first down. A first down throw for Cousins. He'll find Thielen work in the middle. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Cousins. That's complete. It's Cook. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. Cousins. He'll dump this off to Cook. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now Cousins. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Cousins to throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. Clock rolling here, about to hit 30 seconds. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. From the red zone now, Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Joseph connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So with 14 seconds on the clock, they've got to go with the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and that will keep this a 3-point game. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find it.